Apparently there's some people who are complaining because somewhere they think somebody's advocating that we go out and shoot people who do it or something. I don't know. I mean, they're projecting all of this violence that's going to be, that somebody's talking about committing. I don't know. I didn't hear any. They don't have any quotes to back it up. They don't have any evidence.
There is something I would like to explicitly state, and it's regarding the question of the possibility of violent action in anti-natalist activism. I will not mince words here.
Oh, gee, I'm so afraid that you're going to mince something. Yes, what can you mince? Oh, you're going to define what violence is? That would be swell if you just define what the fuck a violence is.
Violence has no place in anti-natalism. Full stop.
It
is neither moral nor practical.
I mean, what does that fucking mean? So when is it appropriate?
It should be obvious, but given that there are allegedly people out there who've had to be stopped from going out and killing their loved ones and then...
So again, any ideology in the universe has whack jobs. People who say, I did it for... And we know that's not why they did it. There's absolutely no evidence of any direct connection. Absolutely zero evidence. Why are you impugning a whole bunch of other people who have nothing to do with that? Absolutely nothing to do with it. Again, you're making some sort of innuendo argument here that somebody has suggested violence is the solution. Like somebody actually told somebody who wanted to kill their family, like, yeah, that's a really cool idea. Why don't you go do that? That'll be really great. Thank you for killing some people. Do you have any evidence that anybody did anything to tell the violent person it's a great idea? Do you have a single shred of evidence? No.
Violence is not practical because it achieves absolutely nothing outside of further increasing...
Except winning the war. Yeah, you want to win the war? Violence works really well. I just don't see too many people naming their kid Hitler anymore. Do you? Hey, I guess it worked. Yeah? I guess so.
Anti-natalists would be forced further underground and become even more isolated as a result.
Right. So that's just like the right to life folks. They were totally destroyed by the abortion blow-ups. That totally destroyed the movement. They're totally disabled. Now, wrong. They got even more aggressive. They go to people's funerals now in March. You're a fucking liar. You've always been a fucking liar, and you're continuing to be a fucking liar, and we should have a law against it, frankly.
As a question of whether we should kill animals or not, in this case specifically, cats. And most of what I've already stated applies to them as well. Killing cats to, quote, put them out of their misery, when there is nothing wrong with them physically.
Oh, except they're making more cats. Gee, that's the only thing wrong with them, is that they're recklessly endangering new generations over and over and over again. And if you want to fix the problem, if you want to prevent millions of them from existing, right, what's the simple solution? You turn the valve off once. One turn of the valve, doing it right once, fixes it forever.
If anyone were to seriously do this, they would not be solving any problem, nor would they be doing something ethical. They would just be murdering animals.
So it's more nonsense. It'll actually work. That's how extermination works. You have to wipe out a generation. Somehow this is my fault. It's my fault that somebody wants to kill their parents. I never made a video, go kill your parents. If so, random calls to violence is nothing new. So this is where, here we go again. Random calls to violence. Just do violence. I don't remember making that video either. Good idea, I think. Kill the king, blah, blah, blah. Good idea. I personally am sort of for it, frankly. Sorry you're not. As for the moral, immoral angle, you don't shoot someone in order to prevent them from punching and wounding an innocent person. Will you shoot them if they're going to infect them with ALS? I mean, what exactly? They're going to have a baby who's going to be retarded and go through 18 years of trauma until his heart explodes? I mean, how big a crime does it have to be exactly? The act of imposing abortion is a small crime to the act of taking care of and having to do something about the victims it will produce. Because there will be more than one of them, right? I couldn't blame some Jew who might walk right up to the Nazis and try to break into the concentration camp and get a whole bunch of people out. Can't blame them from disrupting. Maybe even shoot a few guards. You know. So yeah, it's better not to do stupid acts that won't finish the job. But when it's time to finish it, then it's not stupid anymore. Then it's heroic.